today's Apple Daily, it's Black Friday. Is Apple releasing more Intel Macs? Using the Force with Apple's Touch Bar. And Apple's own 5G modems coming to iPad Pro in 2021. Plus, Notification Squad.
For the latest Apple news, rumors, and leaks, every weekday at 12 UTC. Join us in the iCave.
Thanks, Siri, and if you want all that stuff that Siri's just mentioned, then all you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing, and you can join our notification squad and get a shout out at the end of the next video, just like the guys at the end of this one. Future David here, guys. Just a quick one. I wanted to let you know that the focus in this video is a bit funky because I think I might have locked it by accident at the beginning, so apologies. I've tried to sharpen it a little bit in Final Cut, so hopefully it's not too distracting. The other thing is I sound a bit like a robot for the first half of the video, and then it kind of loosens up a bit. It's the first time I'm using a teleprompter to try and keep my eyes somewhere near the camera, but I think we kind of loosened up a little bit towards the end, so bear with me. But first up, Ming Chi Kuo says that we are looking to be getting redesigned MacBooks with Apple Silicon in the middle of next year. Now, this may or may not be the 14-inch MacBook Pros that everyone has been screaming out for, that may or may not even exist. Ming Chi Kuo has a lot of sources in the supply chain with Apple, so it seems legitimate that there is likely to be a redesign coming in the next 12 months. Of course, Ming Chi Kuo has mentioned only Apple Silicon. However, Leaker Love to Dream has tweeted not only for Silicon. Does it mean that we're likely to get more Intel Macs? I don't know. However, when Greg Joswiak, the head of marketing at Apple, was asked in a recent interview, he said, and I quote, "When we said we would support Intel systems for years to come, that was talking about the operating system." Apple had previously commented that future Intel hardware was coming, but Joswiak said, "We still had Intel systems that were in the pipeline when that was said. That very next month, we introduced an Intel-based iMac," said Joswiak. I would take that as a denial from Greg that there are more Intel Macs in the pipeline. However, it's not clear either way. But given the performance of Apple Silicon, I doubt that they will be releasing any more Intel Macs because they'll just be lame ducks. So now that Apple Silicon is out there, sticking with that makes all the sense in the world. Just like clicking the link in the description where you can get my Makes All the Sense in the World t-shirt, launching today, Black Friday. Using the Force with Apple's MacBook Pro Touch Bar. So just after 3D and Force Touch has been tossed out from the iPhone and Apple Watch lines, according to Patently Apple, they have just registered a patent that would bring the technology to their touch bars. Force Touch is already used for Apple's solid-state trackpads, and when combined with the haptics, it gives the illusion of the trackpad actually moving, even though it is locked in place. The addition of Force Touch could bring this experience to the touch bar so that it feels more like you're actually clicking a key, or just to reduce unintentional activations. Of course, all of this could be a stepping stone towards an all-glass lower enclosure for future MacBook, where the keys are actually just part of a display, displayed on the screen just like an iPad, but still with the tactile experience of typing. That also gives you the chance to reconfigure the keyboard on demand, so you could use it potentially for something like Apple Pencil support, to use it as a drawing tablet, you could use it for dedicated controls for Final Cut, you could have color grading wheels on there that you can move around in real time. When the iPhone was first introduced, the big change was the fact that you didn't have to have a keyboard there all the time like you did with a BlackBerry or anything else like that. With Macs, you've always had a fixed keyboard there. Now, this could be a stepping stone to moving past that phase of computing. iPad Pro 5G refresh could use Apple's own modems, A14X and mini LED display tech. So we've been talking now for quite some time about the refresh to the iPad Pros, bringing the A14X chip to iPad Pros, which currently still has 2-year-old technology in there. The A12Z is a 2-year-old processor. It's based on the A12 architecture, and it gives very little difference in performance to the A12X that came before it. They've just enabled that extra graphics core, just like in the new MacBook Airs. But I think the A14X is going to be very similar in performance to the current M1 chip, and I can see Apple introducing the A14 as bringing the power of the Mac to iPad for the first time. So this is going to be a pretty impressive event. Apple's own 5G chips will be based on the Intel modem business purchase that they made a couple of years back, which means that they can move away from using Qualcomm's expensive 5G chips. Now, there's been some controversy over mini LED and OLED coming to iPad Pro as well, but it looks very likely that mini LED is the technology they're bringing, and the articles that we're talking about OLED were more about LG and Samsung trying to pitch for the iPad Pro business. This comes from the analysis from Rene Ritchie. So my expectation is that we will see these early in 2021, probably at a March event alongside new iMacs and the 16-inch MacBook Pro. So moving on, new members for the notification squad today: Andy Bradshaw, Ben Capey, Fit Biker, and T. Andrew Caddick. Thank you all for joining the notification squad. Thank you so much. The live stream will be going up to preview today, so you can get ready for that for tomorrow, and I hope to see all of you there. If you want to join the notification squad and get a shout out like these, just make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And let me know in the comments that you've done that. Make sure to get your questions into the comments of any of our videos, or tweet me at icave_Dave with the hashtag iCaveAnswers, so that I know that you want it answered, and we will do it in the live stream. I'll be taking your live questions, of course, as well, but the live chat can get pretty crazy, so sometimes I miss them. If you've got something you want me to answer, I will do it if you let me know ahead of time, I promise. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video.